Hi, it's Michelle from Inspiring Fitness again. I told you I was going to go for a hill run in my last video, and yep, I've just been and gone and done it, hence the reason I look slightly more haggard than usual. Now, hill running, it's not just about people who have races or runs or live in areas that are full of hills. That's not the reason necessarily to go hill running. Yeah, obviously, if you live in an area with loads of hills like I do, it's kind of unavoidable unless you learn some little tricks and you drive out of the place. And yeah, I know them too. But hill running is great for the legs. To quote one of the heroines of hill running for me, the heroines of ultra running, and she knows who she is. She always says, the hills are your friend, and they're your friend because they make your legs strong. They give you that power and endurance to just keep going, even when you get tired. When you practice hills, you learn to do that. So what kind of hills did I run today? Because it's not just a case of go and find a hill and run up and down it for hours on end. Today I did what we call steady hills. So I chose a hill that's not too steep, that I can run up and down at a reasonable pace, and I can get up that hill in 90 seconds. So I take a warm-up run to get out there. When I get out to my hill, after about 5 to 10 minutes, I do a little bit of a stretch so I'm ready for the hill run. And then I get running up there, and I run at a nice steady pace that can keep going all the way up for the 90 seconds, and I run up the hill. And when I get to the top and the 90 seconds is up, I jog nice and slowly back down again. So a nice relaxed jog back down to get my breath back. Now, whilst running up the hill once might do you some favours, running up that hill a few times is going to really build that strength in your legs that you need. So today's session was 3 hills. And I interspersed a thing that I'm going to tell you about in a later video called a threshold run. I interspersed the threshold run with another 3 hills. So I would say in terms of running hills, 3 is probably the minimum you should go for at each time. Just to make sure, the first one is relatively easy, the second one's harder, the third one you're really pushing out and struggling, you're really pushing it to that limit. Proving the first one wasn't just a fluke. And 6 is usually the limit I go to. So it gives you plenty of space to get that power, to build up that endurance in your legs. So that was a steady hill run. The other hill run session I do quite often is a powerful run where I just run up a very steep hill for just 30 seconds. Again, you run up as hard as you can, keeping the pace all the way up so that you're not just petering out towards the end. And then you come down much more slowly. So if it takes me 30 seconds to get up that really steep hill, it takes me about 45 to get back down again. So again, with one of those, a nice warm-up run out, a bit of a stretch at the bottom, and then between 3 and 6 runs up that hill. And as you can see with the session I did today, you can do that on its own, purely as a hill session to build in that strength and power, or you can do it as part of another session. And even if the race you've got planned doesn't have any hills, the strength that you build into your legs by doing this is going to hold you in good stead. So when I get to mile 10 in my half marathon and I've got 3 miles to go, I'm hoping that all this work I've done and all these hills I've done are going to be the thing that gives me that strength and endurance to carry on those final 3 miles, even though there's not a hill in sight in my next race, and hopefully will get me that time I want by the end of the race. Right, so that's hill running. I'm going to talk about health and safety in my next running video, just to keep you all safe out there, and then we'll go on to talk about threshold runs later. But I must go off and have a bath now, because you can probably tell I'm a bit pink, I'm a bit warm, and I need to cool down, and I need to relax and eat something ready for my next PT session. I can't even speak. So have a great evening, folks, and I shall talk to you about health and safety soon. Cheers, bye.